Welcome to Daily Timothy Time. My name is Carl Coates, and it's a privilege, pleasure, and an absolute joy to be with you once again with an open King James Bible today, Monday, the 3rd of March, 2025. This episode is coming to you from Trondheim in Norway. If you are ever in this neck of the woods, please make contact with us. We'd love to have some fellowship with you. Gentle listeners, we're starting a new book today. We're going to go into the book of Genesis, and what we're doing, we're not going to do the 50 chapters. Rather, we're going to do Genesis 1 through to 12. We're going to have a look at that in our reading program, and we're going to have some light commentary each day too. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Some light commentary, if I may. Very, very interesting opening passage there. Number one, the book of Genesis is not the first book written. Please, maybe you understand it, maybe you don't understand that yet. The book of Job was the first book written. And Job, if we examine the book of Job, we can find out so much more about creation in the book of Job than what we can find out in the book of Genesis. Moses is giving like if I can say it very, I don't know if this is the right way to say it. He's going over it very, not thoroughly, a little bit loosely. Maybe that's the wrong thing to say, but you get what I'm saying. He's not getting into much detail here. He's giving an overview, okay? If I can say it like that. Now, probably there'll be someone that'll email me and shout at me for saying that, but I hope you get what I'm saying. What I want to draw your attention to, and this is a huge, big topic. I don't have time to delve into it, but it's something that you and I need to have an understanding about. Genesis 1 verse 1 and 1 verse 2. There's a lot going on between those two verses. The fall of Satan happens in between verse 1 and verse 2. Now I understand there are preachers out there are camps out there that do not hold to that viewpoint. I understand that. All I ask you as my gentle listeners to take what you hear from me. I'm not your final authority. Take it back to your own study and you be convinced in your own mind. But this ministry, we teach that there is a gap between verse 1 and verse 2. And it's not a theory. It's not the gap theory, folks. It's a gap fact. Now, gaps are very common in Scripture. Off the top of my head, Daniel chapter 9 from 24 to 27, when you're reading in that passage, if you've studied it out, you would also know that there's a gap found there too. Wonderful study for another time. So having said all of that, if you've got time today in your personal study, have a look at Genesis chapter 1:1 and 1:2. And just, if you've never heard of the gap between those verses and you want to know more, let this ministry know. Maybe we can do some teaching on Wholesome Words Wednesday about it. Anyway, folks, please share this on your socials. We'd greatly appreciate if you can do that. And secondly, if you want to sow into this ministry financially, you can. There's a PayPal option on our YouTube channel. If you click on our YouTube channel, Daily Timothy Time, you'll see it's there. If it's on your heart and it's something that you want to do after you've paid your bills and done what you need to do with your family, there is an option for you there. Lastly, wherever you are around the world listening to me right now, thank you. And remember to keep your sword sharp, soldier. Till we meet tomorrow, if the Lord tarries, grace and peace to you. Maranatha.